Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, anywhere you day. Welcome to All the Politics. Before we get cracking, make I put the link for the comment section. Anyway, still on the matter, free Nnamdi Kanu. It's a series of clout chasing and what rent seeking. Ah, the three free Nnamdi Kanu. Clout chasing. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag cloud chasing. Hashtag rent seeking. But today we have a topic so that we put more direction to the conversation instead of running everywhere. I know people are head bent on talk discussing, getting their opinion of what is quote unquote trending on the mainstream media and their surrogates, content creators, and what have you. So we all want to talk about that. But I know that is what they want us to talk about. That will not help the struggle. That will not help to lead us to where we all need to be. Yeah, that to go to be Afran way, to go to do and way to the one Nigerian to remain prosperous. Those conversations they are giving us on the national televisions and mainstream media, as we call them, or traditional media, ain't gonna lead us to anywhere. So, hence, I put a topic to direct our conversation, and again, Nnamdi can also inspire this. Why I choose media, I'll be Southeast media apathy, I should say at this point, which is sad and ridiculous. I don't understand why in 2023 we should be talking about media apathy, especially when we know they're pros in business. I mean, some people say they are Israelites, Israel around the media world. That's how important it is. Anyway, before we get into that and more, I will also bring uh, what I found on Twitter, I mean X, as it's now called today. Bruno Omokri responded to somebody who is asking him to say free Nnamdi Kanu. Was that a coincidence or I mean as somebody we don't they listen to our horse here and I don't goes there. The person used the name Nnamdi Mazi Nnamdi Jolie. She said Rino Omokri asks your terrorist government to free Nnamdi Kanu. And Makasha Trabusikata Shatala. Then Rino Omokri is the opportunity to shine. I mean, or want to shine. Make great points, cited example to which, yes, I see his points, but I see lagis, as Shino Peter will put it, lagis. I see some ingenuity in his response. We'll get to that too, details as the show progresses. So we have sense of direction today. We are talking about Nnamdi Kanu influence on the media space. We don't talk about that. We don't see it, right? We don't see it. We don't see how he revolutionized. I mean, we only point towards Showore with his Sarah reporters when if history we be written, or of course, history has already been written far down the road when we're talking about the era of internet, how it affects communication and orientation and conscientization, and how you change everything literally in today's world. Sarah reporters and chivalry will be front and center of it all, as far as Nigeria is concerned. But again, on the other side, we have to also look at what Nnamdi Kanu was also able to achieve using the same medium, right? Nnamdi Kanu reached far more people without necessarily being on the street 24/7 to achieve the same role that Sarah reports had to achieve. So that's angle that we're going to be seeing, talking, asking the power that be to free Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, it's a cloud chasing, as some people put it. I won't say some people. I think it's X Zero. I stand to be corrected. I think it's X Zero that said that. Well, he didn't say I'm chasing cloud. He was just surprised that I am singing and asking to be Nnamdi Kanu to be free all of a sudden, but he was trying to draw that scenario and compare it to Mandela, as if I am a fan of Mandela. I'm not. So you comparing to Mandela is offensive to me on two fronts. But that's by the day. That's what inspired that hashtag cloud chasing. Then the other hashtag, which is rent seeking, inspired by Mike. Mike said, I'm looking for an Igbo man to pay my rent. Ladies and gentlemen, the rent as of yesterday was 2,550 cents. So as of this morning, my landlord said it's going to be 2,575 cents. So apparently every day, 25 cents, 25 a quarter is added to my rent. So but still, I never see a Igbo man who won't pay that rent. So Mike, if you have any link me up. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to all our politics. Free Nnamdi Kanu, day 3. But again, as I earlier said, we have sense of direction. Media, Southeast, but it's 2023. It's information age. The Southeast are best known for their business IQ. How they missed it, how I don't even. I'm short of what phrase to express how 2023 Southeast is lacking of every area imaginable, but media. I just can't. I don't understand how people go to sleep. The elites now. Let me forget the. I'll come to the general masses. The elites of the region. How did they go to bed, sleep, eyes closed, dream, knowing that some other people are telling their story? That's the most ridiculous. I know. I can't just comprehend. I know understand. In today's world, somebody is telling your story, knowing that even the word that we see it's all made up by story. The the word of misinformation, disinformation, information, whatever you want to put, classify to the word of information. You allow somebody, your competitor, your enemy, quote unquote, your rival, to tell your story. It's beyond me. Yeah, it's just beyond me. Let's even forget about before I even come to how Nnamdi Kanu exploit that or take advantage of that opportunity to conscientize Nigerians. So how the elites from the southeast go to bed knowing that somebody else is telling their story, I don't understand. a region that is known for business. How do you sell your business? How do you advertise your business? How do you tell the story, the inspiration behind your business? How do you expose your business when you don't have the means? You are so comfortable living that core uh, important part of building a community, society, business to a stranger. You contracted it out. You willingly just say, you know what, do that for me, south. Do that for me, southwest. Do that for me, uh, northwest, northeast. Because these people, this region are heavily involved in media. Hence, their propaganda they reach far and wide. Hence, you are not seeing anybody making case for Nnamdi Kanu, whether good or bad, from that region. I have to acknowledge the few who actually have, right, who are in that lane, people like Uzokalu, right? But again, they don't even care. You don't have to like the man to know that the business that he is into is very important to society. Progress of any society, the destruction of any society is solely, heavily depend on what? Information. How you inform your people, how you disinform your people. That is the only way. I mean, if you go all the way back down, I remember even for village self, we have what they call town crier. Every evening, you just you go out from one spot to another. They announce what is. So that's to tell you, it is important to keep people community together and safe. Communication is very important. But the South is totally missed it. I mean, because at this point, I don't know. I just can't explain. I wish somebody would come and tell me why they are not interested in the media. How do you win? How do you win? How do you attack? How do you defend without the necessary equipment? Righteous man, really Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. How you day?
I don't know. I know they hear you.
I say how you day? Can you hear me?
Is it me? Hello?
But I'm hearing you.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe not me. Yes. I can hear you now. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Yeah. It's evening here.
Abi. you dey enjoy you enjoy na traffic you sit down like that abi now you park. You are muted. Let me see who's muting you now. You don't mute yourself. Just man. All right, you're good now.
Okay. I said this one here where you wear combat. Is it a comrade clothes or military? Which one?
Guys, I mean, na Mazi spirit nowadays. So na Mazi spirit. This is Mazi spirit.
Mazi spirit don't really capture you.
Telling you.
Don't mind those people that are saying you want to pay your house rent. They are not. It be like say they are dreaming.
I look for house rent to beg. No spoil, no spoil. I'm not dreaming. No use your own spoil my own. I'm looking for house rent.
Big boy like you, the person don't understand.
Big boy, no day for America. If you don't pay there, you dey street. Anyway,
you can't.
So wait now. Here, Yusuf, now what? You are a stakeholder. You are a stakeholder who have gone far away. You lived in Germany. You understand how important it was for the people, the Nazi Germany. I'm not giving them credit for what they did, but how they used communication effectively to do whatever they did.
Yeah.
The importance of media. You cannot just, it's not even something it's not negotiable, it's not something you want to even debate that good or bad. It's necessary, it's important. Human existence. right? So how come you know invest in media? When I mean you now, I use you as according to our Nigerian pastors as a point of contact.
Ovie,
To
Ovie,
my
work.
to the Southeast, why they fear media? Why they don't put their money for where very important?
Yeah, you
Especially
know
the
that.
people, especially they are based on the history, recent history coming from the Civil War. Who is going to tell that story if they're not interested in the media?
Yeah, Ovie,
Yes.
Ovie. You see, our Igbo people, they don't like long-time investment.
Mm.
They are not interested in long-time investment. They are kind of people that they invest like Lebanese. They want to get their profit within the time and move on. So that is why they have not been able to invest in media. The only media that was coming from the southeast, the man later sold it. That's the one this guy bought and changed it to TVC. You know, so
Wait, oh, you say that's good observation, though. I never really look at it from that angle. That the southeastern people who are known for their business exploits are not interested in long time business. And
no, they are not.
I cannot agree with you because hence there are no factories, hence there are no companies that stand the test of time. Hence, that's why the criticize will be what does it mean by production to consumption when you cannot cite example anywhere within any, you know. So I think I see that. But will you say that is changing in terms of likes of innocent more autos?
Yeah, no, we have few Igbo people, especially from Anambra State, precisely Newi clan. You know, Odimego Juku, Sir Louis Odimego Juku, who happened to be the father of late Chukwemeka Odimego Juku. He was an investor, invested in industries and transportation. So he like brought into into the mainstream of industrialization of Newi. So every other person there followed. If you go to Newi, there is no single village, quote me, in the whole of Nigeria. I mean village, I'm not talking of towns. Village that is as developed as Newi. In fact, it's no longer, it has lost the status of village to
Really, yes. I know in a
an
way.
urban town.
Yeah, I know in a
It's
way.
well developed.
If they compete with Oka now, Oka itself.
Oka is not as developed as Newi.
So yeah.
You
Now,
understand? And
now talking about media, well, you will know you know more about Nnamdi Azikiwe. Tell me if okay, how they put tell me about Nnamdi Azikiwe without pilot
West African pilot.
with yes.
Yeah, you see, Nnamdi Azikiwe during his time, he was worshipped as a god. In fact, I was growing up and we were hearing the story that he was the one holding the key to River Niger. You know, that if he's being provoked and he enters there to unlock that place, the water will take over the whole world. So he
Because of
was
his
he was a mystery man, you know. So he was one of the fortunate people early in the history of Nigeria and Africa who traveled to the Western world to acquire the Western education and civilization. And then he saw media, especially the print media at that time, as a tool of sensitization and also of fighting colonialism.
Go 3 times. Then if it doesn't stand,
Sorry, sorry,
let him go finish. Then
sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to.
Okay. So he used that as a weapon. And when the British discovered that he was intelligent man, they worked against him seriously. There was a book I read, and I also listened to an interview in Ben TV. There's one TV that is called Ben TV.
Yeah, I think that
Uh,
was breaking. I think.
yeah, I listened to an interview that was granted to the then the colonial master secretary general in Nigeria when they interviewed him, and he said about the 1950 something census that was conducted, where the Northern was given a number, they allocated a number against the South here in order to make them to lead other part of the Nigerian region. So there he said they blackmailed Zik. They called him because there was establishment of a bank called ACB, African Continental Bank, and that bank was in charge of the Eastern region. Then remember then that the Eastern region was the fastest growing economy in the world as at that time, and the premier of the Eastern region was Dr. Michael Okpara. So the British were trying to see how they will curtail the Southeast. Now, referring to the Southeast included the South of today. And the person that was piloting their affairs then was Zik, and this man from Calabar, I've forgotten his name, and the women leader of NCNC, Margaret Ekpo. So they were good administrators, and the Southeast of then were really growing economically. And then the British wanted to bring him down, kind of the influence not to be much. So the money he borrowed from African Continental Bank to finance his election, which was against the constitution, they use it as a tool, as a leverage to have him step down for, Tafawa Balewa to become the prime minister. So it was used as a tool against him. And then the West African pilot was also being kind of gauged so that they will not be writing some of those articles that were causing the reaction of the people. So after that, Zik have to withdraw from a lot of things he was involved, just accepted to be the president, while the man from the north became the prime minister. So he was just ceremonial president. There was no constitutional, he was not in control of the army, not in control of the finances. He can award, you understand what I'm saying? So that kind of killed the morale of him, and then the other people that were following him, saw that he did not listen to the advice given to him by Awolowo, like the likes of Emeka Mbono and Akani Ibiam. All these were the people who were in support of him, but who told him to take the line of Awolowo, but he refused because he wanted the one big Nigeria, which this man had a foresight, Awolowo, that this thing he's pursuing at the end of the day, being that the British never wanted the South to rule over the North, that is going to backfire. Even I read the paper that during the day of independence at Tafawa Balewa Square here, Chief Obafemi Awolowo was not invited by the British to make a speech. So, but being a friend to Zik, when Zik finished his speech, he handed over the mic to him. So That's how far I can talk about Zeke and not being involved in media, because the British was totally against him.
See, so the man is this. The media play a lot of his own media play a lot of role where everybody know more about him, apart from all these things that you are talking
Yeah,
about. See,
yeah.
wow. Amadioha, Amadioha, is he there? Let me see. I think I missed it.
So now that Mazi Nandekano understood, lived also in Britain, because that British enclave is like an the eye opening for
That
people.
doesn't. No, that's
Even
funny. Yes,
America wouldn't
this
have
one,
been what they are today
the
if
problem.
there was no Britain. So, and you know that what form America is an immigrant nation. The population of America, majority of them came from Europe, before other nations began to assemble there. So Nnamdi Kanu understood that one of the things that made Ojukwu to lose the Biafran war was because of lack of media. He was not selling out to the world what was going on. So he captured that, and then he became a tool in his hand. And it was through the media that he was able to galvanize and have this followership he has today that is threatening the entire nation.
Hmm. That's a good point out there. Amadioha, yeah, because it just I not just understand why. I mean, there's no. I don't even know if there's any strong state
Uh,
radio
yeah,
or television in any
check
of
it
those five states.
again.
Not only in the 5 states, in the entire, apart from Channels TV and AIT, they have weakened AIT. AIT is no longer strong now. Apart from Channels TV in the southwest here,
I've noticed
you
it.
don't have any powerful station in Nigeria today. Just Arise just came on board a few years ago, and we are having News Central. That's another powerful TV station now that is really, really reaching out to the people.
Yeah, but all these ones that you just mentioned, so product from other region. They have their own interests. I mean, individually, you understand? They have their interests. Their story, the
Yeah.
way they will tell their story according to what brings them money. So that's why my question is, how come nobody is saying? I mean, it's just you said it. Ojuku could not necessarily achieve his dream because it lacked that aspect of the whole. I mean, how do you educate your people? How do you entertain your people? How do you I mean, I don't just understand.
Let me tell you the trend that works in Igbo land from the olden days, like is what my father told me, my late father told me. Igbos have advanced to the level of using institutions as a means of communication, as a means of reaching out to one another.
Which
Like,
institutions?
okay, that's what I'm trying to say. We have traditional institutions like age grade. From the year you were born, you get to a certain age, you join the 8th grade meeting. You have the women's wing. You have Umuada. Umuada are the female daughters born in the land. You have the Ndinze. They are traditional title holders. You have Ndiozo. They are traditional title holders. Now, when these people congregate, whatever decision they take, they pass it to one group or the other. Those groups were serving
Yeah,
as
yeah. But
institutions to
righteous man,
communicate.
righteous
Yeah,
man.
to communicate.
That one,
Yeah,
that one. Every community have that. then back in the days, every community get them. But we are talking today now. They've successfully moved from that traditional setting to newspaper. From
No,
newspaper,
but it's still effective up to today.
no,
It's still effective in Igbo land up to today. Those institutions are still is as powerful as anything you can understand. Just like what this sit at home. Let me tell you what the world doesn't know, or what most people don't know. Do you know in the local age grade meetings, it is being discussed and agreement being reached? I'm telling you.
yeah, but it is about how you tell your story to the outside world. You self talk now that Ojukwu
Yeah,
could not
yes,
actually.
Ovie. The Nigeria of today will never allow you. There is no, even their rice news, they have been reduced to trying to take the tune of the government right now in Nigeria.
Just man, Sarah report started from New York. Arise started
Sarah
from New York.
reporters have they have no office in Nigeria. I don't know any place.
But they are as effective as every
It's
other
online.
media on ground.
It's online. We have media from the Southeast. We have what they call Atlantic media. You know one buy market from me. Me and you go quarrel.
Next year, they listen to live next year. I'll buy next year. Next year, they expect some shipment. Where I go chop. I won't get from you. Trust me. I will come.
But you know that Naira now, you know that they are benchmark Naira now to 750. Are you aware?
Whatever they do, if you look at the budget of 200, I get leave that way they talk. They talk to 100. Man go to the chop. They live big. Obviously, what is your topic, Seth? I don't even understand what is discussed.
Why una no get? Why una they allow people to tell una story? It's very dangerous.
Whose story? Someone has to tell your story and look the other way around. Listen. That's what you don't understand. Who kind of story? Who kind of story?
How do you mobilize, organize, educate, inform, entertain your people, or defend your people when you contract that kind of business out to other people to do it for you?
What?
You know what's about
your topic? I don't know where they come from. Because
media,
look at it.
Why Southeast region they fear media to invest to put their money for media?
My guy, listen.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm asking the question finish. Righteous man make two great points, right? One is una no like long-term investments, right? That's what I want. I want you to speak to that. Two, Ojukwu, the part of why he lose the war was because he has no medium to actually tell the outside world what is happening, what he needs and what not. So these two things.
Okay, listen to me.
Those two things
sometimes, listen. In Nigeria, an Igbo man can never invest in a medium. An Igbo man is not good in a medium. We don't waste money there because my brother. This my brother. The work is listen. There's something you cannot give. There's something you don't fight with. You don't fight with your destiny you give. You don't fight with it. All right. You guys even want to successfully be a medium person. Midnight television, where is it today? You come to Lagos, where is it today? Cool. Okay, listen.
You are giving yeah. Now, excuse me, it gives you no flow. We have West African pilots by the man himself, Zeke, very successful. And we are talking
Forget about Zeke. Zeke have come and gone. Listen.
Wait now, Zeke have come and gone. In Nnamdi Kanu today, now media, the same thing with social media. Now in Nnamdi Kanu to get
second one, it will go.
Huh?
I'm working. I have to run my heavy duty. Who they call? I don't want to hear what I You hear what now?
You see,
I don't want to listen to me.
but you see the problem. Why I get? So you see, say righteous man, they right. You also have your heavy duty.
Oh, but
You
I
know
don't
those.
have every do things. They talk media now. And the media will show okay.
See, this thing where they talk to righteous man. Not very serious thing. No, I don't think people would. I don't think they understand the importance of, especially the age where we're there now today.
No, right,
Where information
Ovie,
just dey hit everybody like.
The Igbos, the Igbo youth today, they are investing in it. If you go online, there is one online TV station called Atlantic TV. Is waxing very, very strong in Nigeria. It's online, you know. Their conducts are very, very powerful, and all the rest of it. At least this man is on social, is a media too, Dr. Damages. Just that he's trying to be careful. He's not the kind of
Yeah.
media.
No, we need more.
Uh-huh.
They need just to. It's like those ones where you mentioned. So yes, I know there exist, but millions more. Let's see, boy. Before I bring more credit, shenanigan. He.
Good morning, Ovie.
Morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
righteous man.
Good
Abunanche
morning. Good
Tarafum, I
evening.
think righteous man is coming, reaching out from back home, okay?
Yes, from Lagos. Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I relax, and so yeah. Tomorrow they go say Nigeria no good. Tomorrow they go say
My
Tinubu.
other brother,
They go say
my other
Tinubu no
brother
go
that
work.
is there, my other brother that is there, his name is too heavy. I don't even know if I want to pronounce it, but good morning. I say, are you sure I want to pronounce a name like this? Good morning, my brother. Good morning to your real name, because I'm sure Amadiona it's not your real name.
His name is crazy.
Ovie, again, thank you. I think you're being very strategic with this, your line of thoughts. And I love it so much. I love it so much. You're being very strategic in terms of the kind of topic you are bringing out, and the area you are going. But I have to say something. I personally, I was born sometime early 80s, very early 80s. So I came at early 80s. The war just finished not too long ago. The war finished maybe like 10 years thereabout before I was born, right? So I was born and I started growing up, and I discovered that a civil war happened in this country where I was born into, and it affected my people. So I asked my father, who also fought the war, and I was very curious. I've always been a curious kind of person from childhood, to the point that I began to make my own personal research, about the war, what really happened, like my own research. I watched a lot of videos, documentary from BBC, everything. There was a video I came across, and one thing that blew my mind over. Remember, I was young though. Somebody might say, "What do you know now? You were a young man," but it's okay. I was young, but that was when the pride of my people, the pride that I'm an Igbo man, began to take roots in me, right? Because back in the days, it was obvious that this war was between basically two different regions of the country. Oh, so there's a background noise somewhere.
No, continue.
So
Yeah.
back in the days, it was obvious that this war was basically between two different regions of the country. And from my personal research as a young boy, I found out that there's something about hatred. There's something about a particular region being disgusted about the so-called Igbos. You know why I use the word the so-called Igbos? because this Igbo concept is not necessarily only the people of the Southeast, the 5 Southeastern states. No, this Igbo concept is everybody to a large extent in the South. That's why till tomorrow, if you go to the North, even if you are from Akwa Ibom or you are from Obvious Village, they will still call you Nyamiri. They don't care. Because at the back of their mind, these people are actually one people. So the disintegration of who we are was so that they can really control us easily. Yeah, the breaking apart, the promotion of wrong narrative. There are a lot of wrong narratives that have been promoted over the years. I'll give you one. Igbo Adehonotu. These guys indirectly began to promote this wrong narrative from the evil men that are in Igbo land, the evil Igbo men. So they began to preach that Igbo Adehonotu. What that means is that Igbos are not together. What a bloody lie. What a bloody lie. It is Igbos that can teach any other kind of tribe or any other kind of people civilization. We can teach them collaboration. We can teach them community living. We have mastered community living before anybody started, understanding community living. But they started promoting the Igbo Adehonotu.
But how do
lie.
you teach it to people when you don't have
No,
the
I'm
media,
coming
you
now.
don't have the means?
I'm coming now. I'm coming to media, Ovio. I'm building my point. I'm coming to media, sir. Now they started promoting another divisive mentality that Igbo Weheze. So what they are doing with that is to make Igbo people rise against rulership. How can Igbo not have a king? They say Igbo Weheze. That means anybody have their own mind, anybody do their own thing in Igbo land. They promoted these lies over time until it began to look like it's taking root among the Igbo people, until it began to look like it's becoming truly our identity. But in the recess, that's not who we are. We know leadership. We respect our aces, our leaders, right from the time past. So back to my story and media. Now, how young was I? Very young. I had already asked my father what started this war. And the pain of what they went through during the war, some of them really did not want to recount it by telling the story. Some of them fought. My father personally fought in the war. So what happened? It was OVA. It was envy. And some of the things that happened back in the days are still happening today. It was just envy. It was hatred for a particular set of people. Why are these people so bright? And these people are instinctively bright. It is so solid that even if they don't go to school, they have natural brightness. Igbo people will call it akonuche. Even if they don't go to school, it's as if the thing runs in their blood. So they hate us and they call it dominance. They say if an Igbo man enter anywhere, he want to dominate the place. No, sir, with all due respect, that's not true. What you call dominance is an Igbo man being passionate to make sure that things are working around the place. It's an Igbo man having the idea, the concept, the knowledge, the strategy to make things work. It is not dominance. He's just trying to bring about progress. But no, they won't see it like that. It is dominant. They want to dominate everywhere. Pure hatred. They started killing us. Remember that Biafra didn't happen by Igbos killing anybody. Biafra happened by Igbos trying to protect and defend themselves. Ojukwu pretty much said, you guys can't be in the north. Let's say, you know what I'm talking about. They have taken away history from Nigeria because Nigerian history is dirty. Yesterday, I was watching Arise News, and they're even talking about how history, that's why Oba of Benin can say something, one other person will counter Oba of Benin. There's confusion everywhere because they consciously took history away. Why is a nation taking history away from their curriculum? Because their history is nasty. Nigerian history is dirty. So they don't want nobody to learn about it. Imagine me being young in the 80s trying to learn this thing. Now imagine our own children. Our children don't even know nothing. The generation of today, people born in the 2000s, they don't know nothing. They don't know jack. And that's what they want. So we need to go back to history. But okay, back in the days, I watched CNN and I started respecting the fact. I might be hated though, but I say, God, thank you for making me an Igbo boy. Let them hate me, no problem. But thank you for making me this kind of person. I watch videos. CNN will conduct interview to some of those people from the north without necessarily having to call anybody's name. They can't express themselves. You interview a young girl in Igbo land, that girl will be speaking, expressing herself so powerfully well. I'm like, what is this? What kind of people are these? Where did they learn all these things from? So CNN knew about us. And I watched another interview where I think it was the parliament in France. France, we are debating about supporting the Biafrans and how that a lot of people say these guys are so bright. If you support them, we are trying to deal with Japan. We are trying to contain Japan. We don't want to have another Japan in the world. These guys are that bright. Okay, with all due respect, there is a world conspiracy against the Igbos. What the Igbos are dealing with is not just Nigerian narrative. The whole world seems to conspire against the Igbos. Even the whole world acknowledge the fact that there's something special and unique about these people. And let me again conclude by saying, when I say the Igbos, it's not necessarily the Igbo speaking. It is all of us in the South, including you of you and your people. If there is South, this one, South, the other one, South, the other one, it's because they needed to divide us, to accuse us, to rule us effectively. They needed to scatter us. So when I mentioned Igbo, back in those days, there were no Calabar, Akwa Ibom, this one, the other one. No, we were all one people. We had the same blood, the same training, the same understanding, the same ingenuity, the same technology, the same everything. We had it together. But for them to control us, they have to separate us. They have to put enmity between two brothers, so that tomorrow somebody from Ovie's village will be hating his own brother for no just cause. Now, Nnamdi Kanu came out and began to reveal their wickedness, and some people started buying into it. I lived in Edo State when I was in Nigeria. I'll be traveling to Edo State. I'm shocked that I will get to a particular place far away, Edo, and me and them, we are speaking Igbo. I'm like, wait 1 second. How are you guys speaking my language so perfectly like this? And you guys say you're not Igbo. How can you not be Igbo and you speak Igbo like this? Okay, what they did to us is evil, and the world is aware. So when it comes to media, I will submit to you that we even initiated media. Believe me, sir. Back during Biafra, our narrative was more out than any other narrative. It's just that there was a world conspiracy against us. The world really didn't want to make us a free people for whatever reason. Because there are other people in this world, like I submitted 2 days ago, yesterday, that have become a free people, that we are once together in a country. So if the world wanted to support and make us a free people, we would have been a free people. But if you have made them a free people, they would have been another powerful nation. They probably will be a world power in no distant time. Till tomorrow, if you make these people a free people, give them like 20 years maximum, they will be world power. They are bad. When during the war, we had no ammunition. We developed our own ammunition. What kind of people are that? We had no guns like the federal government. We built our own guns. We have technology running in our blood. And our narrative was out there in the news. So Nnamdi Kanu used media. Do you know when Radio Biafra started? During the war, Ojukwu initiated Radio Biafra. Now imagine that many years ago. How many people know about radio like that? But Ojukwu had the sense to initiate Radio Biafra back in the days. So we have media. We are media. We push our narrative. And nobody is telling our narrative. It's just that whatever is keeping us is a world conspiracy against us. And the day that we stand up together and said, we are trying not to fight. Even the first war that took place, we didn't fight. We didn't start looking for anybody's trouble. By nature, we are not the kind of people that go looking for people's trouble. So we are trying not to fight again. We are trying to, is there no civil way to give us what we are asking for? Give it to us in a civil, gentleman's way. No need to shed blood. And if not for the world conspiracy against us, even that fight, we would have won it. Because you remember, Ovie, that when the war started, they say in 3 months, they will destroy all the Igbos. That was their mindset. 3 months, who are they? Just 3 months, we just wipe them out. Ovie, shockingly, what they speculated to be 3 months lasted more than 3 years to a people that didn't have gun or anything. Man, listen, we are blessed, sir. Whether they like it or not, we are blessed. And that's my submission for now.
He, that has not explained why in 2023 the Southeast are lacking far behind when it comes to the media space in Nigeria. It's unacceptable. No excuse at all will be
Ovie,
accepted.
Ovie, before
Ovie, that's
Ovie,
your
Ovie, hold
media.
on.
Ovie,
Ovie,
invest in
Ovie,
your media.
Ovie,
Give us social media.
Let me
Ovie,
finish.
Ovie,
Let
Ovie,
me
hold on. Ovie, hold on.
hold
Let
on
me say this.
now.
Let me say this.
I let you
Wait. Let me
speak.
say this.
Let me hold on. I will go
No,
talk.
let me quickly answer to that.
No,
Quickly,
don't
because
let me finish.
wait now.
You will talk.
Before I forget what I wanted to say about that, because the truth of the matter, my brother, is that even if a Southeast is to open a media house, the bureaucracy will be against it. Before there is
That
a
is it.
Dangote, wait, before there is a Dangote, there is an Ibeto. But there is a bureaucracy against Ibeto Ovie. My brother that has peace, the peace airline guy, he's allowed to be in business because maybe if he goes down, Nigeria will struggle. They no say they no get alternative. Maybe they manage this guy. The day they get alternative, he go shock you, say they go rise up against that guy. There's a bureaucracy against us. Not that we can do media.
They
Give
have
us
even started
Biafra.
it. They have
Give
started
us
it
Biafra.
already.
Oh, give us Biafra over here. You will see, you go see media. What's in the CNN? You go see media, you go run. Do you know the people we are dealing with?
As I've said, no excuse anywhere in this world that in 2023, in a global age, in the world of information age, that you can be anywhere in this world and start a media. You don't necessarily have to be in Nigeria. Sahara reporter Showore has proven.
But there is no media
Oh,
space in Nigeria that is telling the truth story or the true story of what is happening in Nigeria. Because government has emasculated all the medias. They have gagged them to the extent that when 10 people die, they will tell you it's one or half human being that died. So the media space in Nigeria is not functioning. Even Arise we are talking about now, Arise is no longer functioning like it was before. Bovie, are you there? Can I ask you a question? The Oba of Benin said it was Benin that founded Lagos or that owned Lagos, and that thing is causing a ripple now. Is that true?
let me finish my submission. As I said, no excuse in this world 2023 that is acceptable for lacking behind in the media. As I said, Nnamdi Kanu prove everything that you just said wrong. Nnamdi Kanu today, if not because of the media, just going behind the mic, me and you not going to talk about that. So there's no excuse as at 2023.
No, but I agree with you. But Nnamdi Kanu media is not the normal media. He used online media, and there are a lot of Igbos in online media. Just like I've mentioned to you, Atlantic. There is one again called Afia. There is another one. Net media. They are at least I know about 4 or 5 functioning very well. You see, what made the Sahara Reporters popular was because of the. I asked that question in Rudolph's show when I was asking him why was these people engaged in wrong reportage and then trying to create confusion. That was what the guy was doing. That was all. Sahara Reporters, are they still functioning effectively again? No. People are no longer interested in Sahara Reporters.
Again, in
Yes?
2023, no excuse anywhere in this world by anybody as acceptable why the Southeast is lacking behind in the media space. I am not talking about where they are saying the right thing. No.
But you are making a mistake. Which lacking
Oh
behind?
my God.
Which behind? We
Ovie,
have Radio Biafra.
Ovie.
We have different type
Listen,
of.
no.
Simon Ekpa is
I know that.
broadcasting almost
Wait.
every day.
I know
When
where
you
Ovie is
say they are
coming
lacking
from.
behind on social media, I won't agree with you.
No.
Because
Not social
if
media.
not the
Listen.
social
Not
media,
Now my problem is that
Not social media.
when we
Not social
spend
media.
all our energy just fixing on the reason why not. We will never see solution. All these are excuses. People are doing it. Showore did it. Nnamdi Kanu did it. What is the excuse? Come on, stop giving us. There's nothing like excuse. This is 2023. Yeah, yes, just narrate how injustice, how the whole world is holding them behind, how history is being taken out of classes, which are bad. The question is that the only way to change that narrative, it is what I'm telling you, media. And you are telling me excuses. What excuse? Are they America? Are they America? We are reaching the whole world. You are telling me
my
excuse.
brother.
What are you talking about? This
My
is
brother,
Obie, listen. I don't know what you are trying to push, where you are coming from. I know you are talking about social media.
Is against you. Statistic is against you. Just measure the medias in Nigeria and tell me which of them is
listen, things I told you.
Those medias in Nigeria are not functioning now. The media in Nigeria is
dead. We are talking about functionality here. We are not talking about functionality. We are talking about what are you behind.
But I have a perfect answer for you.
Check the TV. Check the TV called AFIA. It is owned by one Enugu businessman.
Now you are talking.
AFIA television. It's online. It's secular one.
I
should talk and so I go they put them, make people they hear, they go after them.
Listen, what's wrong with you? These are individual private enterprises, man. All right, listen to me. I can't invest in the media because I'm not good in the media. That's just it. If you are good, invest. That's your business. The startups are good in the media. Let us go with the media. Okay, listen. This is you are saying now. This is you are saying now. It doesn't want to tell a certain person why you're not going to be selling motor parts. Why must people only selling motor parts? That's exactly you are doing. Why you can't tell Yoruba, why you're not investing in motor parts? Why you're not going to sell motor parts? And you will also come up with say, is it food and not to sell motor parts? I came my friend brother. See, everybody be shared. The startups are good in media, and they're doing pretty good about it. Even the little one would do pretty good about it. If they are good in the business, they are motor parts and they are good in doing this, and they are making their money out of it. So don't tell us that why we don't invest when we talk about it.
My brother, Ovie is right in what he's saying. You know,
he's not right in any way
now. No, he's right. We have to invest in the media.
No, what I have to add.
Why don't you guys invest in the media?
I don't have the capital to do that. I don't.
The capital to do that?
Are you not the one that I was asking to patronize me so that I will raise money to go into media?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll mute everybody. This is not personal. This is not about you. I'm not saying you. This is bigger than you. The fact that you are comparing media information to parts to other business is ridiculous. Do you know what information is? Do you know what media means? It's the building block of any society, good or bad. It's like breath or fresh air. It's like make you the breathe. If you know that's what information is. The world as we have it today is built on information. You they complain every day that your people are oppressed, that history is taken away from your class. How do you change that? How do you fight that if not through media? So it's not about you investing in media. I'm talking about the generality. The statistic is against you. If we put the number out there, the statistic is
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? All right. Is it only statistics in Nigeria? Why don't other people? Why don't they put their money in the media?
You see my problem? You see, that's again when you are when I say the statistics against you, the North have more media than you, the West have more media than you.
The North does not have. It's only Premier Times that the North has. So
let me say something now.
Hold on, the Southeast
So
have
they leave us
champion.
with our business,
The
I beg.
Southeast has
With our
champion.
apprenticeship.
They have authority.
Again, see, all this thing when they talk so.
Again.
Statistic. This statistic is against you. I don't know.
How?
Obi run
Tell me
election.
how again. Tell me
Hold
how
on.
what?
Obi run
Tell me how
election. He literally had to depend on Arise News to carry out his message. 100% on Arise News. That says a lot. Forget all this way. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the reality on ground. Statistic is against you.
Hold on.
Every region
Hold on.
has media than you.
Why
So
Arise News were they
why you
doing
the
it free
verse?
of charge?
I'm asking because Nnamdi Kanu did it. That's why they thought this. Why you the verse? Everybody they condemn now. It is through their media. You cannot tell them what to say about you. That's you are giving your power to another person to tell your story. You cannot tell me what to say about you.
Okay.
This is
Let me.
when I'm seeing this kind
Okay,
of
you
things,
and this guy.
this is 2023, my guy.
Okay, if you can hear me,
my business. That's the one you. Do you do my business? They are the. Do you mean do my business? They came my brother. They bought me this share. Do you do my own? I know
Okay, if you can hear me, okay, if you can hear me, I honestly speaking, I'm looking at the passion with which you are speaking concerning this subject matter, right? And
Because it's a matter of life
I
and
think I
death.
feel you on this. And now,
It's a
what I
matter
want
of
to
life
say,
and death.
Ovie, what I want to say, Ovie, what I want to say is that your passion about this subject matter is in order. And again, like I appreciated you before, I want to appreciate you again. Because yes, there's this argument, there's this fundamental argument where some people who were in the years past, many years past, in the 1930s, 1920s, 1940s, people who were all one people but had been separated and scattered abroad as different people. Now, what I'm saying is, even somebody that answers OV used to be part of those people that were one people many years ago. So if you started on a politics and you are the one who has been championing about the release of Nnamdi Kanu and you are bringing these very engaging and interesting topics, that is again Biafrans doing well in media. Even your own YouTube channel, it is us doing well in media. So we are trying and we will get there, because even what we are doing now is you helping us to propagate our own narrative correctly. So thank you for doing that, sir.
Correct.
Okay, collect thank you now. Collect thank.
Okay, I ask a question. Okay, the Benin founded Lagos, and it's a big ripple here now. It's a big war. So the Yorubas are fighting against that. So that is the media space we are talking. As we get Sabia.
Managed by my network. So let me bring this Mercury edition and use it to explain how dangerous it is for you to just even Chimamanda said it. Chimamanda famous TED Talk show. The danger of a single side story. Everything we are hearing is pretty much one-sided. And that's why you are hungry. You are hungry every day that media are saying things about you. Media will pronounce you terrorist. Media will tell you you are bad. Media bad because it is a media that is not from you. They will have to do what they have to do to survive on your expense. That's what it means. You are literally giving your existence to somebody in somebody else's hands if you are not telling your story. What are human beings for? We are storytellers. That's literally what we are. Human beings are storytellers. We tell our life to existence. The Nigeria we see in our story bringer, the world we see today, now story bringer, bring it to bear. So that's how important it's media avenue to reach your people. That's the building block of any society. As I said, good or bad. If you want to destroy any society, sow disinformation in between them. Go study how the Russia use it effectively against America in the early stage. What the Chinese are doing with what is disinformation. It is very important. If you cannot control, okay, just Twitter now X. What? I mean, somebody put 44 billion to buy Twitter. What do you think that is for? Because it has become a machine heavily to either propagate, educate, inform people. 44 billion bucks. Because it's according to Elon Musk, it's a village square, it's a town square where information is everything. How you tell it, who tells it is very important. Who tell the story is very. Chimamanda said this. The danger of a single story. You allow other people to tell your story. They say it the way they want. And that's why I see you. I see your hunger when you are saying how smart you are, how your people are, and everything. Before you will now be spending all your time to be trying to tell people, say no, it's as simple as that. This is not a business.
I can't hear you again. Did you cut off? Ovia?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not about making money. Media is not about making money. So you say, oh, no, they compare with other businesses. That's right. No. Somebody put 44 billion on X, Twitter. Why? It is they won't make money. It is because it has become a propaganda machine, information, however you want to use it. That's how important it is. You allow other people to tell your story, you are done. Literally done. So it's not about investment, you make money or money no they deal. No. I mean, but just a clinical example again is Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu say make debates go to hell. They are paid for any other person TV because he has it. Bola Tinubu is everywhere every day because of his media. He's there everywhere. Everybody's talking about him at the same time because he has the media. That's how important it is. And in fact, Nnamdi Azikiwe was a clinical example. And these are individuals. We're talking about region today. We're talking about the Jewish people, how powerful they are because they control world of means of communication. Pretty much 60% of what goes the means of communication in America, they are in charge. That's how important communication is. It's not about money. It's not about profit. It's about to tell your story. It's about your survival. If you allow people to keep telling your story, they will tell you. It's a matter of time. You'll be non-existent. They will tell your story to a stage whereby they will wipe you out. Or set the discourse within your own citizens. What is the bro about what's it called? TikTok. Americans are worried about it because they are using it to control their people. That's information. So the idea that the government is against me, they will not allow me. That was in the 90s. That was like 20 years ago. So would they change the whole narrative from New York, from his bedroom? Nnamdi Kanu revolutionized millions of Nigerians. Why? Via what? Just going behind the microphone. That's how important that is. Is he doing it because he wants to make money? No, because you understand your people need to be people who control what your people consume. Everything in terms of information controls you. That's why you see government spend heavily to make sure they control what you hear. It is that important. So it is not about, I want to make money, I want to make profit. No. It's about
my brother. My brother, let me speak to number one. If anybody is watching us anywhere, please subscribe to this channel to start with. Number two, I'm thinking solution because Ovia has brought a very mind-blowing point, very mega point that the Igbos, the people in the south, especially the southeastern, southern area, should pay close attention to. So what's the solution? I think in my own mind, what if is trying to do is, if you have money like Elon Musk did, go buy all the media houses. And Igbo man should go and
Bam.
buy channels or
That's
buy a
it.
rice.
That's it.
And
No,
Igbo man
that's
should go and
it.
buy channels and buy a rice.
You don't
Am
have to
I
start
right on
from,
that?
yes, you don't have to start from scratch. Keep it now, today's what now podcasts and content creators are be put money there. At this point, I expect that's why there's a book I would recommend many people go read. Eh? Because that's anytime I did listen to that book, now the agitation just come. I say, come, these people can easily still stay in that space as it has nothing to do with the Nigerian state. It is possible. Why? Because what make that possible is because of the cyber economy that is here. Go and read the
Wow.
Sovereign Individual. There's a book called Sovereign Individual. That is where we are
Sovereign
getting people creating their own colony. So it's so invest in podcasters, content creators, YouTubers. Invest money in them. I mean, today some of the biggest news. Nobody pay attention to CNN or Fox. Now people listen to people like them, Joe Rogan, more than any other media out there. Even the traditional media, the CNN, so they don't get half of what Joe Rogan they get. That is a community on its own. You can invest in such way. I mean, that's why I say it is no longer an excuse. Oh, government will stop me. But no. Who gives a fuck? People, especially young people, Arise and China see they strive today because old people see they watch them for Nigeria. All those corporate people there. Young people get their information on YouTube and also invest more in that. That's where the world is. The cyber economy
Okay,
should be way
this your
out.
information is classified information, or people should be paying you. You are giving some business model that you are giving it free online. People should be paying you for this information you are giving out.
It's 2023. Who cares? Because it's ridiculous that Obi literally had to rely on channels. just imagine. Literally had to rely on channels. So imagine if like 3-4 other people there and big media they come from that, it's not finished now. And now I'm using, just as you said, you don't have to go involved. Buy businesses. Look at America. Me and you there, America now. Who control the media space? Everybody black Americans. We the black people, we don't get media for America. Every media that we work for are owned by pretty much as they accuse the Jewish people for. Because it is very important. The Jewish people understand that in order for them to tell their story, their news story after what they went through from the hands of the German, there's a need for them to control. There's a need for them to monitor what people say about them. That's another thing. That's what also influenced this cancel culture. You talk any about them, they yank you out of the air. That's it. That's power of media. As I said, Nnamdi Kanu do it now. Let's forget Azikiwe na politician na old memory. Nnamdi Kanu did it. Nnamdi Kanu has never been to Maiduguri. But if you go there, they will tell you what he's saying. Even if they disagree with what he says, the most important thing, you can disagree. As I said, I disagree with how Nnamdi Kanu they call Zuzu and all that. But guess what? But the information is already in my head. And that's why I said he's still in jail today because of what he has able to do. This man don't concentrate young people. These young people are going to be here for the next 30, 40, 50 years with that information they heard from Nnamdi Kanu just via radio, right? Internet. That's how important information is. How many million Nnamdi Kanu make from his radio broadcast, if not for profit? But today he has army soldiers who deep down see they die. He don't tell them something where they say they will die with that belief that Biafra is achievable. That's why I respect anybody that believes in that cause. You can give that person 1 million reasons why Biafra not happen. You go listen to you, go say, okay. As they turn, they leave you, that he come back. The Biafra is possible. That is the power of media. That is power of talking to your people every day. That is power of education. If you won't call that propaganda yourself, as other people will not agree with that, yes, that is power of media. You have to have the machine to. It is 2023. It is called information age. Rumor has it that the Queen was not happy when Brexit get their freedom. Why? She said that because it's just due to the success of Brexit is due to the information that is abound in the hands of the base. The base are the poor people, everybody. Everybody has so much information. How? Not be by CNN, not be by all those BBC. So there are many ways to do it today than the Ben Shapiro of today. Not be YouTube, then they start. From YouTube, you graduate to a bigger media. Somebody point out Dr. Damages, right? Which government won't stop him? Which government won't stop him? They can only try. Now they have to invest money to make sure they tell people not to listen to Dr. Damages show again. It will cost them. Why? Because somebody has them to see it important to say, come on, there should be another narrative idea. Dr. Damage didn't start it because of how much is he making compared to the hours and time and energy that he's putting in it. It's nothing as far as today's concerned, maybe tomorrow. But the storyline, the ideology, the reason, it is very important. You have to be able to tell your story. If not, you will stand the chance of non-existence. You will be out of existence before you know it.
Okay, let me collaborate what you said. And again, I mean, you're making me think here. Talking about the Jewish people. You know, this musician that, made anti-Semitic comments recently, sometime last year, last 2 years. The black guy that's a little bit controversial. Kanye West. You see how much, yes, you see how much in dollars he lost. He lost, I'm telling you, that guy lost money. He lost money like mad. And guess what? It was because the media was controlled by the Jewish people. So it is easy for them to discipline him. See, if I'm to speak to my people of you, honestly, unu invest in the media, because Igbos are good in business. They invest. Igbo understand business. They have to get into media business. Yes, they have to get into media business, because to say the truth, media business is the now oil well. The money in media.
Now, information age we do now. See, let me. Okay, there's one narrative I always paint on my head like this. During the agricultural revolution, we like beyond the Packers, come slave, right? Come work for field, literally. That is what agricultural now. Our story of agricultural revolution will be that. Fast forward to industrial revolution, they can't do what? Colonize us, brainwash us, train us, educate us to come and work where? In their factories. Because all the technologies that is in the so-called industrial revolution is built by them. So they need people to come and feed them, just like they need people to come and work in the field. Right? Now, for someone to today, information age, which comes with what? AI, come with robotic, come with all sorts of things that they don't have to come and enslave you to come and work in the field. They don't have to come and actually brainwash you now to able to educate you to come and work in their hospitals, in their factories, in their lab. No, they don't even need you no more. Because guess what? Whatever you think you can do, there's AI that can do it more better. So what we are going to experience in the future, when they tell us by the year 2040, 2050, Nigeria will be the third largest country in the world, 400 million people, and we are happy. What they are not telling you that what comes with that, if we not react now, what comes with that population is what they call useless generation. You are going to have a bunch of generation. You are going to have a bunch of generation. It's not that they are not educated, though. It's not that they are not talented, though. It's not that they are not unemployable.
But they are not relevant.
You cannot compete with AI.
They are not relevant. They are not fitting. They are not fitting into anything.
Exactly. Yes, that is what is coming. So, for the fact that you are not saying that, you are not taking advantage of how to educate. I mean, I don't understand. That's why I said, as far as I'm
concerned, almost any job we do, I mean, this is prediction. People might excuse it out. I wonder how strong the union setups will be, right? Because time is coming, almost any work we do, AI will do it.
Yes.
AI will do it. People are
Now,
going to lose their jobs. So if you are not learning how to start making money through media and understanding how AI work and how to take advantage of AI to continue to enrich yourself, people are going to go like, man, the recession coming globally is going to be crazy.
now
Personal
back to
recession, or
Nnamdi
not
Kanu.
government or company, personal recession.
Yes, back to Nnamdi Kanu and the Jewish people. Nnamdi Kanu, let us say we are the Jews, we are the Israelites, but we are not following their footsteps. Jewish people not just invest in media, they also go tech, right? They control because they are on top of the tech war, security and all that. So that's why I said the world that we are in already, that comes with the cyber economy, whereby you will now be having sovereign individuals, sovereign nations. People could just say, you know what, I'm tired of paying tax in this country. I'm going to just move my business because my business is on the cyber world. Nobody know where I am. I can live anywhere and I will not be paying tax. Now, why can't, for me, Prime Minister Ekpa, if I to have that, if I to have Prime Minister Ekpa, every Biafran household should to educate one child on coding. You know why? So that in the next 30 to 40 years, when we're having this population budge, they will have a cyber economy that is totally run by the Southeast Standard. That will be devoid of no government go invade the cyber economy. You'll be devoid of that. You'll be devoid of tax paying to any government. If you say you don't believe in Nigerian government, you don't have to pay tax to them, and they cannot do you anything because they cannot go attack you from anywhere. Right? So the future is so like the opportunity is so bright that it is not one way to achieve what we want. Why the war people there on ground, every other thing has to be going on simultaneously. And that is why media. You cannot achieve all this without what? Media. You cannot control politics. You cannot control the mind of people. You cannot. In today's world, you are useless. Just imagine you don't get phone. You don't get phone. You don't get access to internet. Even though you don't go die, but you feel as if you are on an island. You're right. When's the last time you tuned into CNN? When's the last time you tuned into? You don't care.
You be an alien. An alien.
Exactly. So why would they complain, say, oh, the government will stop us? The conspiracy against us? Yes, that is their job. If I don't like you, what's going to be my job? I'll go make sure when I wake up in every morning, I'll go say, what you go do today now? You go on go work. Make a make sure you get accident. You go on go. That will be me because I don't like you. So why are you surprised that the government is stopping you from opening the media? The government is going after your media. Why are you surprised at this point? After 60 years, why you see the shock? Say, because that's why I say no excuse. Stop telling me Nigeria government is against you. They've been against you for 50 years. If you want to see it like that, so what is new? So
But of your last,
start thinking how to educate your people to think on their way around. The only way to do it is media. It's media. I
let's
don't
take
care
it the other way.
anybody
Let me flip the conversation around a little bit of you. Now, the regular media, like we know it in the time past, is easily controllable. Easily
Yes.
controllable. But in this generation, that everything is going, virtual, and people can operate, people can start up a radio station, a television station from the comfort of their home.
All right.
What danger do you think it will pose on government? Because back in the days when government can control the media, it's only the narrative they want that people see out there. But now
They
that media cannot be easily controlled, what do you think government will do?
They are doing it already now. They're in the form of, okay, now you are right. The mainstream media, the traditional media is 100% control. Who they control and they control now. So they've conquered that side. So and now they know that the public know that people that deserve, they have devised another means to get their information, right? Which is internet, personal media, private media, and all that. So what do? First of all, they come with law. If that means if they operate physically within their territory, if you register with them, Abi, law will affect you. Now they know say, okay, what about those people where law no fit affect, right? Private journalists, citizen journalists these days. We cannot go after them directly. Let's use more. Let's invest in them. Use third party. So another secret, most of the content creators, most of those private media, most of those private journalists, all those investigative journalists, just follow the money. Where's your source of money coming from? It's not coming from government direct though, right? Now, if I get interest, if I do business, let's say I'm into importation business, right? Of course, I have to be in bed with government one way or the other to get a smooth business, right? Now, you get your own private media. Government, if you attack you with their law, you don't operate in their territory, but you are very effective. How they take get you? They know say me know you will be friends, we'll be relative, we something shall join us together. Oh, I know you shall. Next time when I want to go look for contract for business, they go tell me, say, come on, that guy, that guy. This is your contract this year, so that's a good change, oh. Change things don't change. And they will find reason give you say, but as you said, a customer, there's always way out. We get one problem, Sha. I think we have one. We know some person in common that is our problem. That if we do take care of that problem, the business will be back to usual. I will say who? They will say HE communication. I got to the running mouth. So I will say no, I'll handle them. How do I handle you? I'll come give you plenty money, right? I will invest in your communication, and if I give you better money. Indirectly, I go down to tell you, say, come, I go just call you one day and say, come, that story where you run, so come. I say, no, follow, Abi. you understand? So that is what they are doing now. They infiltrate platform, medias, they buy them out there, third party, and
Back to why the Igbos should invest in media so that they are the one controlling the narrative.
Exactly. You're on point. That's it. Because they will always try. They have the means. The money no be their problem. Government know if they need money, they will go print them. Government know they worry about money. Forget all these deceivers. If they need money, they will go print them. So they have the means to go after you, either by violence or by persuasion, one way or the other. They will try. It now depends on you. And you now, if not only you, they chat that narrative from the side, they go figure you, either they will kill you or whatever. But if you not plenty, that's your point. It no be money, make you not plenty. How many they feel bribe? How many they control, right? That is what the Jewish people successfully achieve, and they deserve to be emulated. They run the show, they run things, the entertainment, they run now. So just can you imagine today, let's even use Nollywood as an example. Nobody go feel undermine the contribution of Iwe Karo Onitsha. You understand all those kind of things. But today, it is really gone. There's no media that is even dedicated to that industry that is telling their story from classic times. By today, I expect them to be running Things Fall Apart. It should be a classic on the Southeastern show. If the Nigerian TV no longer show up, it should be on a daily run on the Southeastern region. Things Fall Apart. Those classic things.
Listen, guy.
Those things cannot happen because you are not in control of the media.
Listen, you have a passion. You have a passion for this. But guy, listen.
It is not passion. It is about existence. It's about life. Your life is at risk.
It's not about me. It's not about Igbo. It's not about me. It's not about Igbo. Your opinion is not about Igbo. It's not about me. It's not about being an Igbo person. All right. You don't mention Hollywood. Hollywood and Igbo is not Igbo wood.
Hollywood. Okay. Waiting I talk about Hollywood.
Now he said what I just talk about Igbo. So we didn't use media to like say the Hollywood or not. That's just if I'm correct, that's what they're trying to say.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. See, Uzo. Nobody could tell your story for you. And anybody who won't tell your story is telling it to make profits. So he go tell them as you want. When I use Nollywood as an example.
Wait.
Hold on now. When I use Nollywood as an example, it is because I recognize their contribution. And that contribution, it should be taught every day. Nobody go teach and nobody go talk about them because they don't control the means. That's what I'm saying. That's history. What is this? What is education? Not before school, you educate people now. You educate people by what you tell them every day. That's education. That's how you educate your people. Tell them the history of Things Fall Apart. If I go in the street of Nigeria, Abuja, anywhere for North, anywhere for Southwest, tell them about Things Fall Apart. If they know, I should not be surprised. But if I go Anambra, Onitsha, anywhere, say, tell me about this fall apart. Even though I'm 7 years old picking, it should be to say, oh, I was watching it the other day. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Listen. This fall apart is about the culture of a people.
It's an
right?
example. Go
Now,
ahead.
it's a African poetry. It's like African poetry. Right now, they are just as you said. They are not the story of Ikemefuna that actually fall apart. All right, they are trying to make it as a movie. As next month it will go on cinema. The story of Ikemefuna, is going to be on cinema by next month. With so many
Uzo,
actors are there.
you know why they invest Uzo? Because
Why
they
they
get it, because the means they there, the resources they there, the talent they there, the money, everything there. No be say now how they invest. No be say now. So say don't they now.
My point is that it's not a calling of a Igbo man to do
This politics now waiting. Na rocket science. No be human being they play am. No be human being they play am.
I said something earlier on. It's just like when you're telling a bad person, why don't people start selling motor parts? All of us said it.
It is different business. See, Uzo. Media is not a business. Media is a way of survival. Your survival depends on how you talk to your people and how you meet.
Okay, if media is not a business,
it's not a business.
If media is not a business, which media in Nigeria are running media without profit?
Oh my God, Uzo. You so all these things when they talk, so you just they say money. What it be money when people they tell you when hold on.
Which media in Nigeria that is running there that is not a business enterprise?
So what I'm saying, don't look at the money. It is not about the money. Everything is never money. What it be money?
No, you don't understand what I mean. You say media is about the money. Then I ask you, which media in Nigeria that is funny, that is not about money for them?
Stop looking at what other people are doing. As I say, why you they allow other people tell your story?
You see how many the I'm not looking at other people are doing. For others they are doing media, propaganda, whatever.
So what it concern you if other media are making money or they are not making money? It is not about media. Nothing concern you. You just do your own.
Yeah. Well, the media is one also like hitting the whole thing. And because of the Southwest, I used to media, then I should fall in. I'm start going to media with my own money also.
Media. No, see, Uzo, you know that's how they talk. Your survivor, your security risks for you to allow people to tell your story. It is dangerous than any other thing you can think of. Forget money. What it be money? What it be somebody? What it concern your existence, your life? Your life depends on how what your people know. It is not the bigger than what you they talk so.
Okay, we understand. I think I understand what you're saying. If I have a question for you, now you talked about investing in media, different dimensions of media, and you made mention of podcasts. Let me talk about podcasts. Now, how do we revolutionize podcasts? Because most of the podcasts out there are still operating at, maybe personal liability, setup and stuff like that. How can we make it an organization or an industry, a business where somebody can invest in? Because right now, people might not want to, make you a partner in their setup. How do we even set up media in such a way that is a corporate business?
It's just like setting up business, just like me now. Just like all our politics now for this platform, right? If you give me 10 million naira today, if you give me 10 million naira within the next 6 months, right? Myself, all our politics go get space within the Nigerian media space. What I mean, get space. As you go, they quote Sarah reporters, they quote Arise, you go, they quote on our politics. Because what am I going to do? I go give more money to people on the street to be telling story, to be writing story, to be producing content, to be they drop on this. I go other media houses, go advertise. So I will just like how you go to start other businesses. Now you go to do them. But the goal is to reach people, right?
Oh yeah, send the account number and draft this plan. Let me know what my percentage is. Send the account number. I'm coming into partnership with you.
Okay, I'm down. So it is now that's our business, but I am not even talking about the business. That's why I thought it's beyond business. To stay on the topic of discussion, I'm talking about how important it is for you to constantly in control of your society, your people. Just like your family. Imagine your own media family now. When I don't get code when they communicate. No matter anybody think when your children here for outside. Because you don't already sensitize them, now bullshit. Right? The same thing. They educate your children because of money where you won't make or anything now. They tell them because of what is out there, good or bad. Black League. Black League.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
my
good
brother.
afternoon.
What do you want to discuss?
Why?
Over there, they live.
I'm discussing. I'm looking for. They should give me a reason why the Southeast are lacking behind in terms of media house. All forms of media. I just want to know why.
It's not only the Southeast.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
focusing on.
tell him.
I'm
It's
focusing
not
on
only the
this.
South. Matter of fact, in the whole of Nigeria, media is only domiciled in the South. That's
Yes.
where they have control of media. Is South.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Southwest or
It's
Southeast.
not Southwest. It's nowhere in the North,
Hold
and
on
it's
now.
not
Hold on.
Southeast.
Hold
So
on.
it's
Hold
not
on. Hold
only
on.
Southeast.
Hold on. I like when would they diagnose problem when they spread them around? No. Don't forget now to free Nnamdi Kanu. I bring in Nnamdi Kanu here because of how me and you talking about Nnamdi Kanu, what he used, the means he used, and how important it is, and how effective it is. Right? So if this is just happening within the last 5-10 years, why are they still lacking behind? Obi literally relies on Arise News coming from South for his campaign. These are people who their story from, if you listen to them, you know that yes, they are hungry because their story is being misrepresented. The illustrious sons of the South Sea, what's her name? Chimamanda. He said it, the danger of a single side story. So I am focusing on that based on what Nnamdi Kanu was able to achieve just by using media. And why is it that they are not capitalizing on that? One, apart from Nnamdi Kanu, Zig of Africa. I think if he doesn't have his own time to personalize things now, maybe the story will be different. So I understand that yes, the South, where I come from proudly, we dominate the media space. And maybe that's why give me authority to talk about the media space, right? Because you did there. So I understand that. But again, other regions are catching up. Let's face the facts. Trust TV from the north just go, nation. So other regions are catching up. And again, one man make a point that there are also other media that are coming up to that also be controlled by the Saudis. So I just challenge that space, not necessarily going after them but and again, for the fact that what they were known for, what they are known for now business. So is it that there's no money there? But where Righteous Man say they don't like long time business. That's another thing that I kind of agree with. Black League. So now the background of the story with that. See, it don't run. It don't run. So I'm not looking at the media from the money spinning perspective. I'm looking at the media for beyond money, how important it is. In fact, if they call the word today an organized society, what organize it? Today the media is very important. Very. It's a blind bloodline of anybody to survive or a nation to survive, especially with everything that is going on. Black League, you is a back.
Yeah.
So now just the background with that.
So you're saying Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated because Southeast no get media. I want see the link now. I mean, at the link I dey try see. I don't wake up
No,
today. They disturb
the
everybody.
link,
Media, media.
the link is still that. Yes, apathy. Yes, I expect them to be at the forefront of controlling the media space. That's what I
Why?
expect. Why?
Why?
Because of their story, because of their history, right?
Everybody gets story and history now. Why them in particular?
I just now they talk now. Tomorrow maybe we will talk about the Southwest or the South about the media, right? And maybe I'll put Igbo in the picture too. But today, you say I'm more particular about them for those various reasons. When I say their story, anybody will talk story about what transpires in Biafra during Biafra that is not from the Southeast. Every Southeast doesn't know it's not accurate, right? Whether they are wrong or right, that and all that. And the why I'm angry because they are only at the defensive side. Nobody is telling their story. That's down at one. And again, politically speaking, I said Obi literally rely on who? The data man to run a campaign. Isn't that not dangerous enough?
What's wrong with that? Them OBJ will win. Them good luck and Yaradu and the rest. Who then rely on?
This
They
guy.
had to rely on media owned by people from other regions.
And that's why that's not good. When you have the means, when you have the talent, when you have everything, what's stopping you? That's what I'm saying. What's stopping you? You can't say government. Shisho already did it without government stopping him.
So what exactly are you pushing for?
I need more. I need more. I need more. Why is it that now only me the free Namdi Kanu?
Now only you dey interested now.
That's your point. So now,
Even
you know
the
what?
free
Okay,
Nnamdi Kanu no be day before yesterday you begin shout.
because all of a sudden nobody saying it. I was like, what happened? I just think I know they were news again because I've been already see the news. News people no one talk about them too. But that's just one example. I need more. It just is
Who
because
do you think is keeping him captive at this point?
who?
Yeah.
I won't say who. I'll say the states. The Nigerian states.
Yeah, of course it's the state, but
Yeah.
I'm saying who specifically.
I can't say who. I know. I don't think there's one person who somebody individual is doing that. Yeah, that's why I say it's the state. It's more of a system thing. It's more of a system thing. So, what do you know anyone? Make me hear out.
I've always believed he's still within that zone. The people that want him in there, they are not outside his zone. I've always believed that. Now some strong Igbo men say the man must stay there. It's affecting flow of business, becoming too influential.
because of his media power. You see?
And because of what he's saying through the media. You know,
That's so
these men are men wait for don't serve for years. This guy came out of nowhere, took the shine. And again, it was leading up to 2023 elections when everybody, well, most people thought that the Igbos had a good chance if they presented a candidate. So I think the election has something to do with it. They were looking at, okay, Nigeria is about to give us leadership. So we cannot afford to let this narrative keep going like we support it. This is Nnamdi Kanu narrative. And then I think that's what led his arrest. It's people from his own. Of course, they are going to collaborate with, one or two people from the north or from the west. But I think the principal players come from that zone. They don't want much competition. They want things their way. And Nnamdi was in the way. But my own thing is election is over now. Why can't they release him?
Exactly, because the media's nobody is pushing in a narrative.
But Arise used to push the narrative. What happened to Arise? That same Arise.
Arise is not
It
just the
was
government
only
of today.
Arise. You would see Nnamdi Kanu news. You see how they took him to court and all that.
You know,
All
see,
of a sudden, Arise
you,
just moved
wait,
to
you,
Arise moved to Peter Obi
you
matter.
know, see, Blackley, you know, see Arise owner for Saudi Arabia with the president.
I see him.
Wait here again. That's not the reason why they should have their own media.
I actually made it duty to listen to Arise that day to hear how they'll report the story. You hear it in and talk. They say yes, he was there with the president. It was a working visit in Saudi, but he went on his own volition. It's not like the Nigerian president invited him. No, he just decided to go as a businessman, blah blah. I said, Mona, shut up, man. Are you guys talking to kids?
So you see how? And if to say they have strong, it's only that then get the media. It will be a different call. We're going to their own compromise. We're going to see them compromise and move for them for that. So those ones are business people now. I don't blame them. They run. They use and run catch clouds. Now me they go there they chase clouds. They use Arise use to be run their game.
It be like say the guy will get the bar for that will be job na Rufai. I think they gave him that contract.
No, plus they go pay Apathy well too for him to just pretty much play neutral. He PDP 15 for him to just lock up like
Well,
that.
Abati was actually supporting them a little. You hear him. Abati was favorable to both Labour and PDP. He
So
was in the middle.
they go pay him well.
Man. Well, this Nnamdi Kanu situation is teaching me something about life.
Like, okay, what is it?
Is it not the same Nnamdi Kanu everybody was singing about? It's the same Nnamdi Kanu now everybody was. What's that popular song? That year in One Man. One Man used to play it a lot. I can't hear you.
Nnamdi Kanu is
Yeah.
another savior. Something like that.
Holy.
Holy, yeah. I'm going to.
Yeah, that was one man's favorite soundtrack. But all of a sudden, man, you don't hear nothing about the guy no more. Just nothing.
Say because the media who are propping the whole thing up have decided to fall in line.
Forget about the media. How about the regular guys from that zone that were keeping the name alive and all that? What's up with them?
They don't get the meat now. Only way they come platform, they will talk about them. That's the only way. They don't get media to run around there for them now. Now only YouTube like this, Twitter space. When they see the opportunity, they go run out. And they often shut down. So that's your point. If you get your own, at least if you get 10, two go say, you know what, fuck it. It's not about the Benjamin. We are going to stick to our. But I don't know.
It go better.
You dey hear me?
Yeah.
Make I read Reno. May I read one tweet by Reno? May you respond. So somebody asked Reno, say, Reno, ask your terrorist government to free Nnamdi Kanu. So now Reno, respond. He say, dear Mazi Nnamdi, the guy will ask a question and Mazi Nnamdi. So then I say, thank you for your feedback. The challenge with a lot of you is that you have no diplomacy and you don't even try to be persuasive. The only way you know is gra gra. You want your leader to be free, yet you insult the very same government with the power to free him and expect them to release him. Is that not a sign that you have a very low emotional intelligence? You are destroying your regions to force the federal government to free him. You listen to charlatans overseas and allow them lead you to your death. Why can't you learn from the North and the Yorubas? Look at how both regions have used diplomacy to achieve their political objective. Bola Tinubu worked with Buhari, not minding that Buhari was Abacha's right hand man, and Abacha was the one who sent him to exile. Kano people know how to fight 100 times better than you. Yet in 2002, Kano state elders led by Alhaji Kaloma Ali went to Asu Rock and publicly knelt down to President Obasanjo and begged him to release Mohamed Abacha. Then President Obasanjo released Mohamed Abacha 6 weeks later. No fights, no sit at home, no destruction of Kano. And Mohamed Abacha even helped Obasanjo get Kano votes in the 2023 election. Through diplomacy, the Yoruba got the presidency in 1999, and it was the same North that supported the annulment of the June 12, 1993 election that supported power shifted to Yoruba and voted massively for Obasanjo. People of a certain region that abandoned the Southwest in 2003, thinking there will be war, were disappointed. Yeah, by 1993, I mean. The Yoruba are too emotionally intelligent to be thoughtless as to fight an unnecessary war. Now, since you started this year, Gragra, what have you achieved? All of you who transformed to obedience have are now reverted back to hypop. Oh, Omasheo, Gragra failed you in war, politics, and activism, but you will still not learn. Thanks again. So,
God damn.
thing I got there. But I think it missed the point. He's trying to be half smart. Eh?
Who?
The all the examples he gave about the Kano people, the Yoruba people, all of them they also do gra too now at one point.
No, but I understand his in those examples he was giving. Those are examples where you would have thought that they would, be forceful or do use the gragra, but they didn't. But I don't even see anybody. That's my point. I don't see anybody really agitating for Nnamdi to be released. If it is, it's not. I don't see it in the media. You know, the
There's one
last person I saw was this man from Anambra State, Dan Ulasi, that went to visit Nnamdi in the DSS facility.
no, there's one elder statesman that passed at the age of 90 something. He went
Yeah, that's I think his name is Mbadiwe Amechi. That's who you're talking about, right? Ove, throw away your mic. It's useless.
that they call am. Soludo go soon start now. Cause election go soon come. Next year na be election. But the fact that it's a crossroad with obedience, he has to appeal to the IPOP side of it to be
Yeah,
on his side.
Soludo has been clamoring though for Kano's release. It's part of his political game, I know. Soludo.
Soludo solution. We never hear of any solution. No. Soludo solution. Uzo no one invest for media. Uzo, you go Moswamo. And you must make money by force.
Don't worry. When Wike takes charge, Nnamdi Kanu will be released.
Hello?
I said, throw away your mic. You don't need it.
What's up? No, I was actually receiving a call. What you dog? What do you ask?
When Wike takes charge, all this will be in the past. Don't worry.
We can only beg. We can only beg.
Who Wike they beg? Wike no they beg anybody.
We cannot go meet them attacking and the rest them. Go to report
No,
Fubara.
no, now them visitor to come thank him.
No, that was that. That was no. That one a PDP head has been that.
Guy. Now, do you know me for Mizianin? I they tell you what they happen, you they follow me argue.
Okay, they say there's. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Now
know how
them
to.
come visit them. Wiki appoint some Ijon man for NDDC. So they came to say thank you to him. Of course, he used the opportunity to speak about Fubara a little, although he didn't mention any name. But you can hear, of course, he was talking about the governor.
I hear saying
But
boss.
officially, that's not what took them there.
I hear saying boss call out to order.
No, he said it. He said that now Mr. President said made them chill. And he cannot disrespect Mr. President. Now, what you talk about that?
They
He
say
said
they make
both
him
the
go.
president and vice president call up.
No, see, yeah, you know understand. Wike was in Rivers. I don't know. You they talk old news, sir. I won't believe you. Now, Wike was in Rivers. So, Mr. President call out to order, say, come. In the FCT, they say, you govern. You can't, if you come, get your act together. You can't be in the here, be there at the same time. Unless the waiting I read na fake.
Me now I watch him. I know read them. This
No,
just
no.
happened.
When did that? When?
Maybe like 3 days ago.
Yeah. This is I did pay attention to all their rubbish news. Self.
With them, I take it on visit them.
Okay. No, I don't think. I think Wike will be defeated.
Nah, I don't think so.
It'll be interesting though. The way Wike take. What do Wike want to take over first, man? No. What do you want to take over? Presidency. Party. I think we know they go anywhere. I think we know they travel again. No. They don't sell in private jets.
Now ain't you saying salam?
Don't sell her. We can we cannot say but we can love Abuja now. That's where they get that the 20 I think we book the office CEO says so the party headquarters. We are I think we na local man now. Na local champion. I know, yeah. Anywhere you travel go now, na motor now. You know you go in village or you go one. You know they go. I don't know say I go, but you never fly out. So it's becoming real. Oh man. Well, who you choosing for win? Well, I still believe that Atiku will always win the tickets. When as far as interested.
Yeah, Tico has been there so long, so winning the ticket no be big deal. Now the main election, I ain't fit give am problem.
They will work together in 2031. Don't worry. Wiki and Atiku.
I don't even see the reason for their fight. Like nothing join them like that now. It's just about party supremacy within the party. That's it.
No, na power now. Everybody, we get in the business and get chance now. Why they talk like that? Na power. She said we can are joking the day. He didn't want to become president. So, fight to finish. They could not agree. They could not compromise. But they will have to. But who it is I think we would pick Wike, Obi,
Okowa is out of the picture.
nah, it's done. It's done. Who again? I feel knows him. I want your Obaseki. Obaseki is done. Emmanuel, Akwa Ibom guy. Udom. So who it is they go pick among the three Abi? Yeah, Wike, Obi, Udom.
He might pick Obi. If Obi settle his own base well, you understand. But picking Obi is also a danger because Obi no get control over his followership.
Because I don't know.
But the likes of Udom, he's not picking the Udom Emmanuel. If you pick someone from the south, that person has to have links to the southeast.
No, but don't forget though, it depends on where. Well, are we talking about 2027 now? Okay, yeah.
And even the 27, but if I be Atiku Pikin, I'll say, Daddy, just leave this state. Free am for them. For real, I mean, I'll say, Papa, free am for them. Free am for them. You're wasting our money. We can do a lot with it. Although money no be their problem, but just leave it for them.
You are taking the position of some people who say Tinubu for no go, Tinubu no go, make Tinubu no go.
No. That's not what I'm saying. To say Tinubu no go, you don't finish for him now. But when I say Papa no go, now the 2027. Come 2031. Yeah, you be ready.
Guy,
Because it is the conscience of everybody. Say new person must be also rock. Come 2031. No matter how you do it.
you think say if Atiku step aside, he go come back, they go allow. Hey.
That's the problem. That's the cause to step aside for 8 years straight.
It's dangerous, man. I'm not sure you know fit.
The younger men don't they get old. So themselves don't they see the opportunity, they slip away.
Anything we make can just make that you don't finish. Unless the person when they bring come, the person they in pocket 100%. Which is not possible.
That thing doesn't exist in this life. Say 100%.
So
doesn't exist.
nah. Interesting times ahead. But before then, make them free now they can.
It has to make sense to them politically.
No, it's supposed to make sense. If you
Because now political prisoner now, not be regular.
Yes, but look at it though. Look at it. In order for this new team alliance with they do, where Obi is going back home to PDP, in order for you to actually destroy Obi base and to listen to the Kanu now, you don't finish now. Like I say, I don't see he doesn't have to do anything. Once they release up, you don't finish. The hyper week of the obedience will seek to action. They go finish her.
And whether or not Obi goes to PDP or not, Nnamdi Kanu, if you release him, he's very political with the way they talk and all that. So if he influence the votes from the Southeast, and that na PDP votes, just like they did to them with Obi in 2023 in this election. So anything that affects the votes from the Southeast or South is PDP that's losing. You're pretty much giving the win to APC directly or indirectly.
So I think
that's what I'm saying. So that might be their strategy for political benefits. When they see election is near, they might release them out.
I will use them. I think it's a Christmas gift. I'm praying for it. I'm fasting. If they release them anytime this year, I'm taking the credit 100%. If I see anybody, I'll sue the person. I'll go to court. Oh man.
You have to see things the way they see things. I think they think it's too early to release them. It won't be this year.
Nah. See,
the year just remain how many weeks? 4 or 5.
They don't want to make it day obvious, even though yes, they don't want to make it just to make the narrative too easy for them to use it because of politics. Even though not because of policy, but they don't want to make it day easy like that to build that narrative. That's why they don't go design earlier.
Guy, even if they release him next year, it's still early. They will clock 1 year in office next year.
Oh no, say Tinubu hit the ground running now. He's still in the mood of hitting the ground running. He got the don't like to the brag. Hit the ground running. As soon as I came to the office, I listened to both sides of the house.
The guy actually like to brag, man. I never see like. Get with me. So what do you even say about Guinness Book of World Records? Since you was there.
He said
but this is sitting president. What did they say? He's almost there.
You know who they talk to now. He's talking to people who put out there. The capitalists from America say come. Nobody then they run the Guinness World Record. Now then they run now. Say come. Oh. I tell them I go do am from the one go. I don't do am. Do am. So guy man, I got it. He's everywhere now. He's everybody not go to Dubai again. I'll be where he go today.
God, but you got salute the man. How this guy call him? Reno call him saying that diplomacy. Now you got respect him, man. Cause there are several opportunities he had for it to slip out his hand. The guy
Yes,
hold the thing tight.
it's right.
He no fumble the ball at all.
Yeah, I try. I
At
respect that.
all. Several hits, left, right, center. That ball was leaving her.
I just hope you write a book before you go.
Oh, he definitely will. Person go
Because
right after him, for
it's
sure.
intriguing. Talking about him,
Because
Kissinger.
even the merger with Buhari, before then, Buhari had said it several times. Saying nothing merge with them, Tinubu na thief. Straight up. You know, that time Buhari still they feed the military
Yeah.
blood now. Straight up. So if we know say na wetin Buhari they talk with, of course Tinubu knew. He know wetin Buhari think of him. That didn't deter him. He still made that merger with him. When Buhari took over, you know, beginning of that administration now, where they shove him aside, even his appointees were nowhere to be found within government.
Yeah.
The ones he
He preferred.
nominated.
What did happen to Black League? Okay. Now come to comment section. Trump, I'm greeting you. Hey, I greet you too. 2031. Yeah. Sometimes we need the rich. Come and substantiate that. Trump, settlers over Park Kissinger is dead. Now, Park Kissinger. That guy, very, very interesting human being too. Kissinger, he live 100 years. Somebody very interesting too. I been reading his biography a couple weeks ago, but I get bored. It's like everything with them. The person right, I don't know them before, read about them before, so I put it aside. Uh, Black League, you're doing something.
Yeah. So even when Buhari first came to power, you know all that noise that made the headlines about Tinubu being sidelined and all that. Where
Yeah.
Tinubu even leave the country, go France, go they watch, go they watch events from there. They said he was, to me, he was supposed to be frustrated at that point, but he still held on. His wife came out publicly to say why he's still supporting these people. After all you did, after all your support, look how they treated you right when the power came. His wife said it. I watched her say it. So that's to tell you that all this talk was in the man's ears. But still, he still kept going. He still stuck with them. Anywhere they dance, he danced with them. So
Yeah, man. I have to give it to him. I have to give it to him. From his face off circle to the last minute. The last minute. It is rain from our side. But my network is better about your own.
no be network. Now my hand they cancel them by myself on accident.
What you the other hand they do? Are you with women's?
No, I won't be speaking.
Yeah, I'm sure you're the one speaking.
But maybe that
It's 20,
woman will get this kind of voice.
it's 2023, my guy.
No,
Yeah.
that doesn't
I don't know
matter.
why you don't get the personalized AI now. We just did that. You just dey read your
Yeah,
mind. It's
AI
loud.
can do anything these days, man.
You don't get personal. They say phone go still be outdated. They are developing a kind of a device that we just dey small, we just dey your pocket. Now like AI, he assist you anything. Anything you want, you go just dey communicate with that. Like that. So I don't know why you don't get one whereby enjoy the read your mind out loud. While you are busy physically somewhere.
That's crazy.
You know, when I think about that, I know they fear government per se because it's very easy now. I just get by, you go avoid them easy. They no go even know what's they happen where you there, what's they happen.
How do you mean?
Okay, imagine your entire business is on cyber economy, right? No, when you there America, America go to tax you, right? You can decide to say, well, I won't go stay for Nigeria. Your life is still going, your business and everything is still running. They cannot tax you because they can't. How they want to tax the cyber economy once you are off their control?
They are already taxing it.
No, yes, tax because they have not make up their mind. No, people don't even they live safe now. A lot of people don't they leave the shores of America. They live on
Because
the
all these
islands and
content creators, no matter where they, for example, YouTube, as long as it's an American company, they'll tax you. Before the money gets to you, it's taxed.
yes.
They just started doing it maybe like a year ago.
But okay, imagine now you are not living in America. Now only the business they go fit tax now. Every
Yeah,
other business.
whatever revenue, let's say you make revenue from that business and it's an American business, even if you make it remotely, wherever you are in the world, they'll tax it, bros.
Yeah,
The
but
Americans, now bros, tax is the most serious thing in America. It's more
every
serious than
and now
to
they
make you go
everywhere
fight
though.
people.
Now everywhere now the whole world say like, you need to tax the rich. You need to tax. Will not be one way me and you they pay
No, no,
anyway.
what I
No,
mean is serious. Like in other countries, the tax is very relaxed.
no.
Some countries is even optional.
Let's think of Elon Musk for instance. He can decide not to do business in America or pay big tax to America and go live in China and pay to China instead. He
No,
don't lose
you just
anything.
guys know how to play the game.
No,
There are still companies in America that don't pay tax,
yes,
like
I know.
Amazon.
No, those ones not government policy, right? They
Yeah,
still
they
find
took
why
advantage of that. I mean, at them push that they use money amend the policy to favor them. So imagine you they make how much? How much change do they make? They tax you? Amazon where they rake in millions. Now free baby that they only tax them.
because they are using them for a bigger, more things that make money now.
They say because they are employers of labor and you're not, so they can get away with it and you can't. They are
But
providing jobs.
listen, yeah, they're providing jobs. You know how many people Amazon is giving jobs? They do. They do, man. Those guys are really putting it. If Nigeria can do such a thing, don't you think Nigeria will be a better place? Give some people tax free, you know? Have you? Okay, what's up? You don't finish with your Igbos have media. They have like me, like somebody says from media. So wait a minute.
Wapo.
Okay,
Media be like military. Oh. You need
media
media more
waiting,
powerful than the military. Oh.
my brother. Everybody, as I said, everybody have things they are doing. You know, everybody is not the same calling. No, no, and just everybody is not in the same calling. You know. I know that you know that years back, I already broke mine. You know what higher education was, though. You know, some of my point. We are not, you know how education was after the before the war and after the war. You know, higher education was. You know, you know that 80% was in that apprenticeship, learning work, trying to make a living. I just see people walking down into that scene of being educated, going through, you know what I mean? So, do that story. It's recently now you start seeing like that educational level coming up. Like, I know, you also know that those skills, those skills are on the field that, from the friends that say out there, they say that it's money, not it. You're about doing a media, not how to express yourself. No, you know what it is. It's not an easy thing. So you know that most people we express ourselves with money. It's money that is big money of the talk, not with mouth. Sometimes it's more that do the talk, not with mouth. So that's all it. Mm-hmm. So high aside now, how good is it? When they go California though? Okay. No, they're not going to sleep. Hello?